Good morning, everyone. A new week over here in BILVAVI, MISHKAN, EVNEH. And we're holding in the end of this little piece over here that we've been learning right now about how to make this more real, this awareness of the Rabbi. He says like this, sometimes, a person is lying on his bed, and if somebody else would walk into the room, it looks like the guy on his bed is sleeping. However, at that exact moment, the man who's lying on the bed with his eyes closed looks like he's asleep, but he's actually being misbaided. He's communing with Hashem. He's introspecting. He's thinking about the Ribono Shel Olam. This is a very great level. That a person could see the Ribono Shel Olam with his eye of intellect all of the time. Just like you look at another person. Just as you look at another person, so too you should be able to look at HaKadosh Baruch Hu all of the time. Whether you are walking, whether you are sitting, whether you are sitting in the back seat of a car, you're in the front seat of the car, you're in the shul, you're in the base midrash, you're learning, you're davening, you're talking to somebody, you're taking a hike, you're working out, whatever you're doing, if a person can understand that no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you have a chance to have a shaykhis to the Ribono Shel Olam. You could be misbaided. You could think about Hashem. And the truth of the matter is, nobody even has to know. Nobody has to know what's going on in the matzpuni nefesh, in the deepest recesses of your soul. Nobody has to know the deep communion that you're having with the Ribono Shel Olam, the connection, the achdus, the unity, the yichud Hashem, that you're making this devekas, this connection that we've been speaking about all of this time between you and Hashem. And you should think to yourself the following, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is also watching me, just like when a guy's lying in his bed. Let's call the guy in his bed Reuven, and Shimon walks into the room and Shimon thinks, he's looking at Reuven, oh, he's sleeping. No, Shimon is not sleeping. Reuven is not sleeping. Reuven's really communing. He's thinking about HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And Shimon's watching him. So Reuven should think to himself, whoa, I'm being watched over here by Shimon right now. Says the BILVAVI the same thing. Just as I can be lying there and nobody knows that I'm thinking about HaKadosh Baruch Hu and looking towards Hashem, I have to know that just like Shimon is looking over me while I'm sleeping, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is always watching over me. The Ribono Shel Olam is always watching over a person. There is never a moment in his life that Hashem is not watching and has his glance on him and sees what is going on and is interacting in his life. Never a single moment. And this is the chizuk that a person has to take from the world of dvekus in Hashem. The connection that I have with HaKadosh Baruch Hu is such that not only am I making myself more and more aware that Hashem is here, Hashem is always watching, Hashem is part of it. My job is to get connected in the deepest possible spiritual way that I can. I have to know that the Ribono Shel Olam, He welcomes the relationship, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu in His infinite chesed and His rachamim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is always watching over me and guiding me and leading me along the way. And when a person begins realizing this, and it becomes the reality to him, and he understands this, and he feels it, he's margish this on a regular basis, he begins to live with the Ribono Shel Olam in truth, in reality. It's b'chush, it's tangible, it's a real feeling. And then a person is never walking alone. Then a person is never going to be harried. They're never going to be stressed out. They're never going to be frustrated because they know I'm not by myself. The Eibush is always watching over me. I'm looking towards Him, and He's always watching towards me. I might forget, I close my eyes, I go to sleep, I don't pay attention, I get preoccupied with other things. Hashem doesn't get preoccupied. He doesn't get tired, He doesn't get sleepy, He never goes to rest, He never turns away from me. He's always watching me and making sure that things are going exactly the way that they should. Have a wonderful day.